pace. Take breaks as needed if you experience any dizziness, faintness, shortness of breath, to just kind of take a break, stop what you're doing, take a drink of water if you need to, and don't feel any pressure to keep up. This is fairly intermediate, I guess, not too advanced for those of you who are joining for the first time, but there are some movements that will require some of your focus to help with balancing and coordination. So this is functional training, okay? So we're gonna start with a little bit of a dynamic stretch, active loosening warm-up. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if you can, is to be on the floor in a 4-point position, so hands and knees. And we're gonna start kind of loosening up before we get into the more difficult movements, okay? So 4-point position on the floor. Okay, so kind of like so. So hands and knees, just like this, okay? The first thing we're going to do is loosen up our back and shoulders by doing a 4-point thoracic rotation, which is basically just placing your hand by your ear. You're going to bring the elbow down, and then you're going to open it up, and you're rotating here, but you're not going too far. So you're just pointing the elbow 45-degree angle and bringing it back down. Remember, this is slow and controlled. You're not doing this too quickly. The objective is for mobility and increasing your range of motion, loosening up. Okay, I'm gonna move back a bit so you can see a bit more. Okay, now switching sides. So your left hand at your ear, having your elbow out, bringing the elbow to the other arm, and then opening it up, okay? So from this angle, it's down and rotation. Set. Okay, good. Perfect, that's a good little warm-up. Next one is a scapular push-up. So in the same position, so hands and knees, all fours. And basically what you're doing, I've done this a couple times in our previous classes, it's really good for stabilizing the shoulder blades, which take a lot of tension in upper body exercises. So basically, as opposed to a full push-up, hands are here, but instead of going all the way down, like a real push-up, you're just squeezing the shoulder blades together and then separating them. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, you're keeping your arm extended, so you're never bending the arm. No, there's no flexion. Keeping them extended, sink the shoulder blades, and then pull them back together. You're not arcing your back up like a cat stretch, you're keeping a neutral spine, natural curvature of the spine, and you're just sinking the shoulder blades and then pulling them out. Sinking down and up. Okay, if you wanted to make this more difficult, you want to step further away from your knees. Okay, so the range of motion is different. You can have your feet here, and then keeping the arms locked, you're going to feel more tension in the shoulders now. Shoulder blades, just like so. If you really wanted to make it a bit more challenging, remember this is a warm-up, not a full exercise. You could go from the toes and do the same thing. Okay, and relax. So that's a good way to warm up the upper body, improves mobility, helps stabilize the shoulder blades and the shoulder joint while you're performing exercises. So it's a good one to add into your warm-ups, okay? Those were scapular push-ups. The next one is a bird dog. So we're staying down in the same position. And bird dog is, again, it's good for obviously core stabilization, but it's also for coordination and balance. So 4-point position, you're going to kick, let's say your left leg straight back, and then your opposite, your right arm forward, okay? So we're here, make sure you have enough space on both sides. Holding that, looking straight ahead. Just hold it nice and still. Try to keep the hips level so one side's not dropping down. And fully extended, reaching out, kind of Superman style here. Now while you're holding it, get ready. You're going to inhale, bring them in. Exhale, back out. Inhale. We'll do 3 more. Basically bringing the elbow to the knee in the middle. Last one. And relax down. Good. Opposite sides. Okay, so now the right leg is back and the left arm is forward. I'll try to do this so you can see the side. I don't have much space here. Okay, now hold it. We're just holding right now. Okay. Hold it nice and steady. Now we're going to bring them in, into the middle, nice and slow. Elbow to knee, and extend. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes when you're kicking back. Pull it in. And extend and squeeze. In. 3 more. And squeeze. Done. Great. Okay. So that was our bird dog. So you can incorporate that into your workouts going forward. It's a good core exercise. The next one to finish off our dynamic warm-up here is to get those glutes and hips activated. So we're going to do a bridge. So on your back. Okay. Okay. Now, instead of a traditional bridge where your hands are down and you're lifting your butt off the ground, you're going to get into that position, but then you're going to have on one leg. So down, lifting the butt up, lift one leg off the ground. Keep this squeezed, keep it engaged. Don't let it drop down, keep it up. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of a march. So without dropping the butt down to the floor, you're going to switch feet. Go 1, 2. Keep this engaged the whole time. Now hold it still. Now drop it down. Good. Slowly sit up. Okay, perfect. So that's just a way to change up your glute bridge. It's just really important to warm up and activate the glutes. So when you're doing lower body exercises, your quads and your hamstrings aren't relied upon as much, and your big muscle groups, your glutes, should be nice and activated. So that's a good way to kind of switch it up a little bit. Okay, perfect. So just a quick drink of water, and then we're going to start our exercise movements. Okay, so everyone will be standing up. Okay, so our first exercise is going to be a lot of balance involved here. So remember, the functional training workout is really geared around doing total body movements. So basically, you're not just using one part of the body at once. You're trying to incorporate the whole body together, which is very practical and functional in everyday life, right? And then also it incorporates balance and coordination. So it's going to be a little bit lopsided, which will really help with improving balance, which helps with everything. Okay. So we actually did do this a couple weeks ago in our first functional training class. It's basically going to be a one-legged exercise, but you're going to need a weight as well. So if you can, what I would have you do is grab one dumbbell. or a hand weight, or a water bottle, or some object around the house that you can use, and you're going to need that. Okay, so this exercise will be a one-legged, I guess, clean and press is what we're going to call it. So here's what it will look like. Okay, so your right leg in your right hand, what you're going to do is you're going to go down on one leg here, the other leg's going to go kick back, bring this down past the knee, and you're going to come up and press that weight over your head. Now you can't see, I'm going to try to back up a bit here. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do 10 each side. So you really want to slowly lower that weight down, and you're going to feel a little bit off balance, but that's completely normal to maintain the center of gravity. We're going to do 10 each side. Okay, so all on the right side to start is going to be holding our body weight. Okay, and then you're going to reach down and clean and press. Here we go. 1, 2, 2 more. Good, okay. Now the other side. So it's going to be on the left now, okay? Let's go 3, 2. Last one. And press. Good, okay. So that one can be challenging. I don't know if you noticed, but I was a little weaker on my left side. This is why it's so important to work what we call unilateral. So training one side of the body at a time, you can kind of recognize your imbalances. So give that one a try. You can always switch it. So instead of holding the weight on the right hand, you can do the opposites. But it's just a good one to incorporate, okay? Our next one is going to be a reverse lunge with a rotation, or what we can call wood chop. So this one, again, is going to involve a little bit of coordination, okay? Here's what it'll look like. And you only need one weight for this one as well. So the first movement is a reverse lunge. So what you're going to do is holding the weight like this. Big step back, go down into a lunge, lower the weight down here. And as you stand up, you're going to rotate the body. So it's down, rotate. And when you do the rotation, you're not rotating excessively to the opposite side. You're just bringing it back down, back up to neutral in the middle. Okay, so we're going to do 10 each side. Let's start on this side. Go slow on the way down and quicker on the way up. Done. Okay. Other side now. Last one. Done. Okay. Okay, so grab yourself a quick drink of water. That one can use a lot of oxygen, so take a breather. Okay, so hopefully you can incorporate that into your workout as well. It's really just trying to be creative so that you are multitasking, I guess, okay? So instead of just standing and rotating, obviously it requires the balance and strength of the lower body, as well as your flexibility to go down and then rotate on the way up. So there's lots of power involved in that up part and strength and control on the way down, okay? So it just makes it a little bit more interesting than just a standard up and down lunge or squat. Okay, so the next one is going to be kind of a core exercise. A lot of, I guess, core stabilization from the abs, the obliques, the lower back, the glutes, much like a plank. So if we're doing a plank, but this will also involve some range of motion and some flexibility and definitely upper body strength. So we're gonna do a Spider-Man. So basically you're in a push-up position and you're gonna step up to your foot, like as if you're Spider-Man up the wall kind of thing. So hopefully you'll be able to see this. Now, if you can't do it from your feet, like from a push-up position, which is like this, you can try from the knee, but it doesn't quite work as much. So what I would suggest doing to make it a little easier is using a couch or a chair up on your feet, and then you can do the steps, okay? But if you want to make it more challenging, then you want to try it from the full, I guess, horizontal on the floor in a push-up position. Okay, so we are going to do, let's do 10 and a nice slow and control. So here we go. So push-up position, hands are underneath your shoulders, and you're bringing that foot up to the hand. Okay, so here we go. So ready? And 1, 2. Stay nice and strong with your upper body. Engage that core. Keep it nice and tight and strong. Couple more. And done. Okay. Relax, shake it off. It's good for the upper body there. Okay, we're gonna be standing up. Okay. We did this one in our functional training workout from last week. These are called skater strides. So basically, it's going to involve a lot of coordination and balance, but also control. So you're going to be lowering down each time you land. So they're basically like jumping and you're landing on one leg at a time. So here's what these will look like. I want you to do them as slow as you can. So starting on one leg, let's say your left leg, you're going to be hopping laterally, so to the side. And when you land, I want you to try to land. See the balance? Try to land and lower it down. Kind of bring your foot back here, touch the floor if you need to for balance or the wall. So instead of just going like this, there's not much balance involved, right? Or control. So landing slowly will actually make it more challenging and will really help strengthen the joints, the power involved, and obviously the balance. So nice and slow. We're gonna go 12 all together and try to follow my pace. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and slow on the landing. 6, 7, 8, 9, there you go. 10. 11, one more. 12, okay. So you can see the difference when you really try to control it slowly, and each time you land, it's really building up so much strength, okay? Let's take a quick water break. Okay. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Incorporate these exercises into your workout going forward, give them a try. So the next one we did, I believe last week, we're gonna try it again. A lot of coordination here, but a lot of strength as well. So, okay, so this is called a crab walk. So what you're gonna be doing is your hands will be kind of behind you, and you're gonna lift your butt off the ground. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a couple steps back. You're gonna lift the leg, touch the toes, keep it up, touch the other toes. I'm gonna switch the camera. It's hard because I'm so tall. Okay, so here, like a tabletop, holding it up. Start here. You're gonna walk a couple steps behind, stay planted, touch, hand to the toe, drop it down. Hands to the toe, drop it down, back forward. Ready? Hands to the toes, back up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Keep it going. Never touch the butt to the floor. Two more. And done. Okay, awesome. That one reminds me of being a kid, kind of playing on the floor. But you're never too old to do stuff like that. Okay, next we're gonna do Russian twists, which is a core exercise. So sitting down. If you wanna make this one more difficult, which let's try, is to use a weight. So one of your dumbbells or hand weights, bottle of water, whatever you have. Okay, holding it like this. Okay, you're here, sitting down, hold that weight. Lift the feet off the ground. Okay, don't arc the back here, and you're gonna rotate, touch the floor on each side. Here we go. Now hold it in the middle, hold it. Keep it up, keep it up, keep those feet up. Good, keep squeezing. Drop down for a sec. Deep breath. And again, feet up, here we go. The rotations aren't too big, just a little bit here. Just start feeling the burn. That's it, keep going. And hold, 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 don't drop yet. And relax. Okay, put that weight away. All right, let's get into some cool down stretches. I guess since we're already on the floor, let's do a hip scissors stretch. So basically you're here, bend one knee and the other one behind you, and then you're gonna switch. So it looks like this, kind of like an N or a Z shape, but try to pull it back further. So here, hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. It's just an active loosening. It's not a full static stretch. Every time you do that, lean back. Okay, that's where the hips get their stretch, and then lean forward to finish it. 3 more. 1. 2. And 3. Perfect. Okay, next one is one of the most effective stretches for the hips, because we always have tight hip flexors after our workouts, and pretty much in general we always do. So kneeling hip flexor in a lunge position. Place your opposite hand, so if it's the right leg, left arm on the knee. And if this is neutral, facing forward, turn and face this way and hold it. Now step a little bit more forward. See how my foot's creeping forward? Now try to lean more forward into that stretch. That's where you really feel the hip flexors. Now turn your body facing forward again. Lean back to release the stretch. Once more. So now lean forward, arm across, turning the body. Stay here. And then we're going to carefully move forward to make it more difficult. Lean into it. Don't go too far. It shouldn't be painful. Now turn, slowly creep back to release the stretch. Other side, okay? So other legs in front. 90-degree angle on both legs is your beginning position. And then creep the foot forward. Lean into it. Right hand goes over that leg. Bring it back to the middle. Back to 90 degrees. Deep breath. And we'll go back into it. So creep the foot forward. Leaning forward here. Right hand over that leg. Turn the body to the left. And we're going to make it harder, so try to go forward a bit more. Bring it back to the middle and release. Good. Okay. It's very important to stretch your hip flexors. We tend to have overly tight hip flexors and weak glutes, which are hip extensors, the opposite. So we're always trying to really stabilize and strengthen the glutes and stretch these here. Okay, so that's a very good one for that. Last one's just a back stretch, and just to kind of finish our workout off is a child pose stretch. So here, sitting on your heels, reaching forward, sliding along the ground, tuck your head in and hold. Slide back. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now back down one more time. Slowly back, return. Deep breath. Okay. And that is it. That's our quick workout. That's our functional training workout. Okay. So just a little bit different than our previous two, but same objective, just trying to get you in different positions than you'd normally try during your workout. And hopefully you learn some exercises and tips for your future workouts. Thank you for joining. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Be well, please.